Uh, have you ever heard about some really very good romantic songs which it actually, what I have observed in songs is it not just makes you feel good, uh, but it also helps you to talk your feelings out. Like it acts as a form of catharsis, and so uh, I guess, like, somebody once told me that you can create a playlist of your favorite songs, and imagine as if your person is talking it to you. So I did create a playlist, but for some reasons I do not want to make it a public playlist. So some of my favorite songs are Until I Found You, I Belong to You. So Until I Found You is of Stephen Sanchez. Then I Belong to You of Jacob Lee. So this Jacob Lee, I Belong to You, is a very cute song, and basically he's singing to his soulmate who is going to be his wife. And I found very less men who actually write such songs and upload, and that's why, I like it, because he's a very soft kind of person, like just like my SP. So, and then there is this song Dandelions of Ruth B. I think many people know about it. Then Calum Scott and Leona Lewis. This is of The Reason. Ed Sheeran, Perfect. I think everybody knows this. Uh, Apocalypse, Cigarettes After Sex. Then there's this uh, I don't know, like, this is a Bengali song, and this is of SK Music, Ami Shudhu Chechi Tomai. You guys might not know, but those who are Bengalis can search this. Then there is also one more Bengali song, Toma Ke Chai, for from Gangster. Then there's one Hindi song which is Ye Haseen Wadiyan. These all are one of my very favorite songs. Like, it helps me be in the wish fulfilled state, and I just see him confessing when I listen to these songs. Then Tujhe Kitna Chahane Laga Hoon from Kabir Singh. Then Jacob Lee, With You. Elvis Presley, Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It for You. Chris Brown, Forever. Eric Clapton, Wonderful. I don't know about the Chris Brown one, but because it's kinda a rock kind of song, but this Wonderful Tonight of Eric Clapton is very nice. So all this, I think you can just hear this out. Like, this is my playlist. You can just make a playlist and think like your SP is saying those words to you. It will really be both therapeutic, and it will also make you feel more into their energy. So you can do that. And except this, some of my favorite lines, like this, if you have heard about the love story song of Taylor Swift. So there's a line, he talked to my dad and I picked out a white dress. Something like this. There's a line on this, and he knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring. So so these are some of the lines which are really very good. Like, I really like it. Then I don't this one more line, let me just remember. uh, I think that love story song which I just told you about, the Taylor Swift song. Like, he talked to my dad and pulled out a ring and said, "Marry me, Juliet." So that particular line is my very very favorite line, maybe because I want that with my SP or something like that. But so all these songs will put you into that state, so just make use of it. Many people recommend making a playlist, and I think it has helped me a lot. Apart from this, you can do one more thing. Like I generally do not dwell on the lack state, and I generally do not dwell on what's not right. So but many people say to do ho'oponopono, and if you are in a very triggered kind of state, you can do that. So basically you put an intention in your mind and you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. You can say that to your person if you think that you have like something might have happened between both of you, or you can say that to the relationship, so that whatever the like you feel like. For example, many people have a very poor concept about money. So what they do is they do this ho'oponopono for money, and the money comes to them, because what happens is that you're basically clearing the subconscious blocks. So maybe try making a playlist and let me know. Uh, so guys, I'll be posting a bit less because I am not feeling a bit well for last 2 days, and I have a mix of symptoms of. Um I'm not keeping well. I don't want to give so much of details, but I'm not keeping well, so I might be posting a bit less. But I'll be posting affirmations. I might not be able to record regularly. New episodes, maybe I just need some rest for 1-2 days. I'm not really like, I'm a bit tired in a lot of work and going through a lot of changes in my workplace, and like also one more thing which came to my mind to share with you guys is so the other day, like somebody from my family just tried to, like, I don't believe in these stuffs, but sometimes people do it and they share such things. So I thought to let you know that, some people refer astrologists, refer tarot card readers. Like, if you are coming from a generation, from an older generation, like born in 1970s or 80s, like you might relate to people relating to astrology and stuff. And somebody told my mother that I am going through some 7 years difficult period, and she got very scared because, like, I actually was going through a really difficult period since February or March, and like, she as a mother could not bear it, as in she really felt very sad and all that stuff. But what I feel is, I do not see things as a 7 year period, 3 year period, a 4 year period. First of all, I don't believe in astrology. I feel like it's a part of bullshit, because something which is beyond my control is something which I do not care about. Something which is beyond my control. Whether, okay, so today maybe in the traffic somebody had a fight with someone. Is it in my control? No. So if it is not in my control, I generally do not bother trying to control it. If it is something I care about and it's not in my control, I will pray about it. If it is something I don't care about and it's something which is beyond my control, but it's happening in front of me, then I try to ignore it. But if I care about something and it is beyond my control, then I try to pray about it. Now, so these are the things. So they say there is a 7 year period which goes in every person's life, and somebody told my mother that I was born by that. Like, I don't know if people in Hindi call it sade sati something. Okay, and I don't believe in these kind of bullshit things. And I've heard people, like when I used to coach people used to come and tell me a tarot card reader told me that me and my SP won't be together, and all kind of nonsense I used to hear. So that at that point of time I used to give them the same lecture that, eh, whatever predictions you see, okay, whatever predictions you see, that is on your current state. Like what you're thinking about a particular thing, it depends upon the current state. So I remember there was a time, like I was in at that point of time I was in college. Like I used to be very, like I used to be very sad about few things. And like there also it was a very overwhelming amount of time like I was going through. And my mom casually asked someone who knew astrology or something, and that person said that this woman is very hyper conscious about everything. Like this woman, as in like me, I'm very hyper conscious about everything, and that is why I'm going through a bad time, and after a certain period of time something XYZ would happen. And you know what, after that certain period of time which the astrologer told my mother that XYZ thing would happen, never actually happened. So it was just that person, that astrologer was just saying something which was going on in my current mind at that point of time. So all these are bullshit. Like many a times I've seen people predicting bullshit things about people close to me, and that really never happened. Because I'm not saying that people who do astrology and people who are practicing this are wasting their time. That's actually their personal decision for whatever reason they're doing that for. But I just feel this one thing: if you pray to God, if you believe in God, and if you believe in yourself, then all these kinds of predictions, to be honest, are just what you're currently thinking. So if you're currently thinking you're a loser, you will get a prediction that after 2 years you will not be able to achieve anything. Why? Because your mindset is that you are thinking like a loser. So that's what is getting broadcasted into this universe, and that's what that kind of predictions come to you. Similarly, I believe the same way for a tarot card person. So what happens is that, like, some few days back, like, so I something just pushed someone in my family to see astrology and stuff. And they said, like, I'm going through a very bad time period for last for the next 7 years. And I'm like, bullshit. That was my reaction. That was my reaction. That bullshit. I don't care what you say, it doesn't matter to me. So the thing is, so this person was saying that my bad time started since March. And to be honest, like, I won't lie, something bad really happened in March. But, like, not just one bad thing happened in March. Two very bad incidents happened in March. But that doesn't stop good things from coming to me, because everything is a blessing in disguise. I'm not saying the bad incident was a blessing in disguise, it can never be. But what I'm saying is, might be that something which happened, whether it's your, whether it's your career place, or whether it's your personal life place, that might have pushed you into becoming that version of you which you always wanted to be, or pushed your specific person to become that version of them which they had to become for you guys to come together. Or if I'm talking about your career or something like that, that's some phase which you might have been going through in your professional life, maybe some very bad time wherein nothing was working out, maybe helped you to understand what you should be and what you shouldn't be. For getting a particular job, what things you should know, what softwares you should know, or maybe what skills you should know, which team you should work with. So everything, every process, like when we want something, it is delivered to us by this universe. But the thing is, when it comes to you, that doesn't, like, this is what I've heard, like, so when you pray to God, God will deliver the package. So it's like placing an order in Amazon and it will come to you. But sometimes you do not know when it will arrive. So that is why we are always in this see, you might think that I'm contradicting the point which I just said. I said that when you pray for something, it's already done. Yes, it is done in the spiritual realm, but it is in the 3D, it takes some time to come to you. So what I'm trying to say is, the more grateful you are, the more aligned you are with what you are asking for, the faster it comes. So that's all I wanted to tell you. And you need to trust the process. Now also, like, I had a chat with my mother, and she was also saying the same thing to me regarding something about my workplace and etc. She said, whatever you want, you get it. It's just that you need to trust the process, and it's a very crucial thing. You need to trust the process. So that's where faith comes in. That's where Jesus comes in. That's where God comes in. That's where manifestation comes in, trusting in the unseen. Because knowing it is done.